Another deadly truck crash involving an illegal immigrant driver. Police say the 21-year-old Indian national was on drugs, never even touched his brakes before he caused a fiery crash that killed 3 people in Southern California on Tuesday. He was released into the United States during the Biden administration after crossing the southern border illegally. That was back in 2022. Reaction from acting ICE Director Todd Lyons in moments, but first to our William LaJeunesse, who's following the stories live in Los Angeles. That video, William, is nothing short of horrific.
Yeah, he never slowed down. But John, you know, many of these incidents never make national news. Remember the Oklahoma Highway Patrol? They arrested 125 illegal immigrants driving big rigs at a single checkpoint. 85% had a commercial driver's license the feds said they never should have had. Just like this driver, as you mentioned, Jashanpreet Singh, an Indian national arrested Tuesday on 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. He's in court later today. The crash happened outside L.A. Singh, on an 18-wheeler, slams into the back of an SUV before plowing into multiple other vehicles in the same lane, then crashing into those 2 trucks on the shoulder.
The driver was transported for injuries to a local hospital, and at the hospital he was arrested for driving under the influence of drugs.
All right, so I almost chose not to react to this news right here because this also hits home for me. For those of you who are not familiar with my background, yes, I am in cybersecurity right now, but before I was hired into this industry, I went and got my CDL. Why is this important? Because I got my Georgia CDL license. There is a strenuous, and I mean strenuous, process to get your CDL. Also, it is not cheap at all. The school I went to is Roadmasters Driving School, right? This school costs anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000. Now, I was able to get a grant to help me pay for it and things like that. But even with that, there was a background check, drug testing that you had to do all the time. You could not drive by yourself without having the instructors. We actually practiced inside of a gated area for weeks and weeks and weeks before we ever took the road. Why is this important? Because I know how hard it is to get a CDL. And the fact that these people, and I don't care about who let who into the country and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the checks and balances. What I'm so confused about is how are the laws so lax when it comes to citizenship, when it comes to making sure you